went off the rails.
The big trade over the weekend, which everyone kind of knew was going to eventually happen for Stafford. So I kind of want to hear your guys' thoughts. Who won out of this trade? The Lions or the Rams?
I would say the Rams for the present, and for the future, the Lions. Because obviously, what was their poor play for the Rams? The quarterback position. Mm-hmm. Jared Goff was, granted, you can...
Not to Mason Quinn.
You can make the excuse, that it was cold with his thumb and everything, but Stafford has always put up like 400 yards passing against the Packers. How many times? But you have Stafford, who I think he'll really suit well with those weapons and being in McVay's system. With the draft picks, though, they're going to be high first-round picks.
Low in the first round.
Well, yeah.
No, I think the big winners here were your Detroit Lions. I think Jared Goff is going to be a stud. I think they're going to get him a lot of weapons. Going against that Packers secondary, oh boy, he's going to have some numbers.
You really think Jared Goff is that?
It wasn't that long ago that people were talking about both Jared Goff and Carson Wentz as like
MVP candidates.
The new class of quarterbacks who are going to be the guys. Now listen, you don't have that level of talent in the NFL and then just not have it and just drop off as a quarterback. Very, very rarely does that happen. That's why I think that Jared Goff going to Detroit is a masterful move on their part. I think what the Rams gave up for Stafford, I don't think it's enough to move the needle quite that much. I don't think Stafford's that much better than Goff. The amount that the Rams had to give up for Stafford, who, yes, he does throw up a lot of numbers and things like that, but if this guy comes in and doesn't win right away, there's going to be a lot of question marks. I can't believe these teams are giving up on these young quarterbacks so fast. I used the example before. These guys would have all cut Brett Favre after 2 years.
Winner of this trade, I think, is 100% the Rams.
You think the Rams?
I 100% think the Rams.
Yep.
It could back end for the Lions later, but even present and future, this is all for the Rams. The only thing benefiting the Lions in this draft is a third-round pick. So it's not like the Lions got a huge impact for this draft. It's for 2 2s, and they'll have two ones for 2022, and then 2 1s for 2023.
Why do you think they gave up on Goff?
He's just not at the level where he should be at, like a Stafford, or we'll say even a Watson, or even a Mahomes, or even on a Rodgers. He really hasn't taken those next steps with McVay, who, to me, is the most quarterback-friendly offense that you can have. McVay is probably still conveying in the headset to Jared Goff, some defensive schemes while trying to give him the play.
With Jared Goff, he had a 100.5 rating the first year with McVay, 101.1 the following year, but then he dropped to 86 and then 90 this year. So he's had dropped.
That's not like he's terrible. Christ, the 90 quarterback rating. You know how many guys would kill for that?
Yeah, but only 20 touchdowns this year and 13 picks.
I'm seeing also some beat writers say, so your boy Goff isn't totally secure in Detroit, because it sounds like Detroit is maybe at the 7th pick. They're going to have QB options for Trey Lance.
But no, that is a good point, Diamond Dave, to bring up that Detroit does have answers. Perhaps Goff is just sitting there as trade bait in their holster that they can use in the draft.
Stafford is 32 years old. He's at least got another 8 years.
You think he's going to play until 40?
With the way the quarterbacks are now, yes.
Stafford missed 8 games in 2019. Otherwise, he's started every game other than that since 2011. He's been as much as he gets beat up, he's very durable.
I just think it's so much to give up, and I don't think the Rams are close enough to where they could be in the position to completely sell out everything they have to make a run at it. So it's are they still an elite company when they come back next season and we have a full, somewhat regular NFL season? I just think a lot of teams are discounting that, and maybe they're a bit overhyped from where they should be.